All right, good. It's great to see everybody. Hope everybody's coming along in their training. I know I see lots of folks from the level 2 teacher training. I know it's a long thing there, but I really want to commend everybody who's sticking with it and taking advantage of all the training opportunities. So here we are, just getting ourselves loosened up here. So we're gonna swing our arms like this. I like to do this a lot. I come up on the toes, swing back on your heels. It's like gets the whole body loosened up a little bit. Good. Get everything warmed up. Then we'll just do the arms like, and as you do your arms, like this is kind of like my really bad swimming stroke. And I know my good friend Jose would say, that's not good swimming. He's a swimming and Tai Chi teacher. But I want you to notice that as you're doing this, as you rotate your arms, your hips turn as well, right? So that's a good thing. It shows the connection. Now I'll do the back, kind of backstroke movement. Shows the whole connection of the body. Good. Arms on your hips here, hips around. Circle them all the way around in both directions. You can go however you want to do that. And then let's put our feet together. Rub above your knees. Right, all that stuff that connects into your knees there. I know me, because I do a lot of stuff, even a lot of stuff beyond Tai Chi. This gets sore. You know, this kind of, sometimes I get some like tendonitis type things going on, I think from just too much activity. So I want to rub that. I'm feeling a little sore today. And then I'm going to rub the backs too. That's important. Come around underneath the knee and rub all the tissue around there. So just basic massage. Rubbing is what could be simpler, but it's really good. Now let's do this little circles here. You'll see this in all your karate schools for the kids, but it's good. I mean, even though the knee joint is a hinge, we want to get everything loosened up by just going gently and easily in a circle. Good. Oh, let's do our neck. So let's roll the neck around. Again, both directions, slowly, very carefully. All right, as we move the neck. That's good. Let's do a couple of shrugs. Shrug your shoulders up, let them drop. Shrug up, let them drop. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, good. All right, let's do the ring the temple bell, right? Everybody does this one. Just about every Tai Chi class I've ever been in, no matter what kind of Tai Chi it was, everybody does this. This is when I see things being universally done, my takeaway is it must be good. If everybody's doing it, it must be good. All right, let's come up and tap on the shoulders. You can tap underneath your collarbone. Right, the lung meridian runs through there. Up on the shoulders. Give yourself a nice pat on the back for being really such a vigilant student. That's what it takes, in my opinion, that it's the people that show up that that's going to make a difference. And as teachers, as future teachers, I mean, we've said it over and over again. I can't say it too many times, but really what you're doing when you're teaching is you're just sharing your practice. So finding out what really resonates for you, and chances are it's gonna resonate for your students with a little tweaking here and there. So that'll be a good thing for everybody. All right. So I think we did that, and now we're going to do another version of the 8 brocades. There's many versions. You may be familiar with some other ones, but this is one. I shared a different one a couple of weeks ago, and now this is a different one also. But all the ones I know, they start with really lifting up and pushing up, or whatever you want to call it, supporting heaven. Exhale out to the sides, let your arms go. I got more folks coming in. So you can go at your own pace, lifting up, pushing up to the top, exhaling out. Good. As you do this, let's lift up from our head top, drop your tailbone down, soften your knees, create more space inside the torso. If we could see inside, what we would see is that the organs are separating. Connective tissue is separating. And that allows the organs to really do their work. So they really like that. Right? So we can just be happy that we're creating this space inside. All right, let's do 2 more. And last one. Up and out. Okay, good. All right, now let's go up to the top. We're going to do a little modification here. So just spiral towards the arm side, come back to center, spiral over to the yellow side, back to center, and then exhale out. Now, of course, as we're doing this, we'll do a couple more of these. You got to just breathe naturally. You know, breathing in, breathing out, whatever makes sense to you, but spiral. And then spiral the opposite way. And just notice how that feels to what's going on in your back. Do one last one. So gently twist. You can notice how you can feel that right down into your legs, right? That's a nice stretch and loosening up. Good. All right, shake the arms. Keep everything loose. All right, now we get on the horse, so stance is wider. When I'm in a good thing when you're in a horse stance for most people is rather than have your feet like this, which is the traditional way, you want to have your feet out a little bit. This allows for as you squat down, it allows for your knees to stay in good alignment with your toe, which I'm always harping on. So that's a good thing to do. So what we're going to do is bend the knees, squatting down, back of the palms, touch each other, breathe in. Draw the imaginary bow with the orange side. The yellow side hand is the arrow. It turns, index finger up. Look at the arrow as you let it fly. Good. Breathe in. Now squat a little bit deeper as you let the arrow fly. Exhaling out, breathing in. Exhale out, let the arrow fly. It hits the target. The other thing that happens is the turning of your head to look at the arrow, to aim the arrow. You want to time that so that you're looking just as the index finger is extended. Draw the bow, shoot the arrow. That again has lots of names. You may feel tingling in that index finger or other fingers. This form is supporting our lung function, lung meridian. Right, so that's very common to feel that. All right, very good. And coming up, now the next one in this set, so far the sets are the same, pushing up and pushing down. So knees soft, bring your palms to about, heart level, whatever. Gonna breathe in, push up with the orange, push down with the yellow. That's it. Exhaling, inhaling. Or if you want to do the breathing opposite, please, by all means. Doesn't matter. It's whatever feels right for you today, right now. That's what we want to do. Breathing in, pushing up, good. Exhaling out. Two on each side, two here, one here. And one over here. All right. So pushing up and pushing down. Stomach meridian. So that's a good, that whole system, which is vital to our nourishing ourselves and being able to take the energy directly from food. Right, so we want that system to be working just right. Okay, next one in this set is side bending, which we all know from vitality, right? So side bending shows up in this version of 8 brocades. Love side bending. I mean, nothing could be more simple. I mean, I don't know how many kids, countless number of times done this practice. I do this practice. This is a practice that I do this on my own at home for lots of reasons, but I share it a lot because it's, you know, it just seems to, this is one of the forms that I've found, it just resonates with people so much, they love it. And what do they love? They love the feeling that you get in your back. They love the relaxation, right? The calming. And actually, in this version of this particular set of 8 brocades, this form is included as a form to calm heart fire, right? So this is a one version or understanding of it is calming heart fire. Heart fire, of course, is that upset agitation that we can have an excess of. Too much excitement, too much agita of sorts. Keep going. Now let another friend in here. Okay, and side bending. Good. A little more side bending. Let's do like 2 more each side. So here's 1. And really let's let go and relax now. Relax deeply as you side bend. Let go of any tension, any stress in the system, in your system. Release that and let it go. That is great. One last one over to the side. Good. All right. Next one is very powerful in this set. And this is the one where we hold, it's like we're holding an imaginary balloon. And again, we're going to twist. Below the waist doesn't twist, above the waist gently twists. So gently twist towards the yellow side, exhaling, let the balloon go and fly away. Gather the imaginary balloon in, holding and supporting. Exhale, twist to the other side, let the balloon go. And as I've shared with the class before, I may have done this one even with you guys since you've been coming to the level 2. This one is really good for your whole cardiovascular system, heart and cardiovascular system. And we can just hold the intention that all the arteries and capillaries are gently stretching and lengthening, becoming more elastic, which is so important for one of our most vital functions, right? Of having the blood flowing freely through the body without straining our hearts at the right pressure. Right, so our blood vessels have to be flexible, soft, able to stretch. And that's what we can imagine, that they're all being stretched as we gently turn, release, let the balloon go. Gather in, Gently twist and release. All right, good. So that's our cardiovascular, really toning all the blood vessels. What a great thing to do. The next one, we're back on the horse a little bit. So again, toes out. This one is in this set called rowing the boat in the center of the lake. Breathe in, squat down, try not to bend, look up, exhaling. And it's like you're going in a circle, that they're rowing the boat. Here's the rowing motion. You can feel that right into your lower back. And of course, what is in the lower back? What major organ system? Well, kidneys, adrenal glands. Right, so that this form is toning the kidney system. And when I say these things about one organ system or another, it's, you know, in Chinese medicine and Qigong and everything, the organs are completely interdependent, right? So these exercises are good for everything. They're good for a whole system, but they have a certain aim at one organ system or a paired organ system. This one, kidneys. Also feel the stretch into the lower back, right? That's good. Get that lower back loosened up. Exhale down. All right, good. Let's do a little of this, just shake it. All right. And I will share, right? I mean, this is what I kind of do in the sense that I do 8 brocades or some similar Qigong before doing Tai Chi. There's a lot of Tai Chi teachers do that because these are really great warm-ups beyond all the stuff that it's doing for our organs, right? So the next one is called extending the fist. So we make loose fists like this. Again, we're squatting down. Going to breathe in, extending the orange side fist. It turns over. Now reach like we're gathering a rope. Pull back. Extend the L side fist. Soften and relax as you breathe in. Exhale. As you exhale out, make like you're using all your muscles. I like to imagine that I'm pushing through something with that fist. It's not air, it's like almost solid. And I have to use my strength to be able to push my way through. So push through that, your legs, your torso. Not in a straining, but you want to engage the muscles so that the muscles are working. Right? And that's what this form is about. It's about strengthening the whole body. Your legs, your core, your arms, all the muscles. Exhale out, extend the fist. Sometimes you'll see this one. This form is sometimes identified as one that's used for toning and supporting liver function, right? So this one gets aligned with the liver system in our body. And exhaling out, good. All right, again, wiggle, loosen. And last one, shaking to cure all our diseases. Right, so this one, we're going to start like this, feet shoulder width apart, look up, breathe in, bend forward, keep your knees bent and your back flat, let your arms dangle. Now we're going to breathe in, as you carefully roll up, protect your low back, place the back of the hands on your low back, breathe in, come up on your toes, take a big breath in, then exhale out, bouncing on your heels, like you're bouncing the breath out of your body. Okay, good. Down, back is flat, knees are bent. Carefully roll up, taking care of your back, staying in your comfort zone. Arching back, breathing in. Ah. And we can do like the sigh of relief. It's really great to do the sigh of relief as you do this form. I've kind of combined those two things together. This feels really good for me. And the bouncing of the heels, right? You can feel like a pulse. You're sending this pulse right through our whole body. Right, so it's a very deep massage. Ah. Really let the upper body be loose and relaxed as you're doing that. Breathe in, this will be the last one, marching down, curling up. Okay, great. Again, kick the legs a little bit. We're gonna jump right into the Tai Chi. We're gonna do the Tai Chi 9 walking. And then as we get towards the end, or we're in the middle maybe, I'm gonna show you another way to do the form that we'll do it actually in the training too, where we'll do more repetitions in each of the places of the form, each step of the form. And this allows you to do that kind of work where you're, really getting into the flow and exploring the principles of the Tai Chi pole, of relaxing, of separating yin and yang, moving the body as one, right? And keeping the mind in the lower dantian. All right, so let's do a couple of passes through. We're going to open to the yellow side, which is what we've been doing, of just, one form on each side, so that's a total of 2. So we're going to open up to the yellow side, opening, right, pivot the yellow side foot, take your step however you like to do this step, harmonize yin and yang, hold the palms in, right, to find your Tai Chi step. I just step through. Right, at the completion, notice that your hips are square, knee is following your toe. Right, and we go to brush knee, senshi, good. Shift back, always pivot, right? Always pivot that front foot. Drop the Tai Chi down, brush and send. Good. Shift back, embrace tiger, cutting path to clarity. Let those palms pass each other, 1 and 2. Good. Now we're going to step parallel the orange side palm, embrace the tiger on the outside. We return to the mount. We form our Tai Chi with the orange side palm on top, and then we look to the yellow side, ward off, stroke phoenix tail. Orange palm presses yellow wrist. Leave your arms. Let your palms just kind of sink down, elbows down. Come forward into push like a wave. Shift back, open the arms. Now we brace the tiger with the yellow side, palm on the outside. Form the Tai Chi. Directed towards the orange side. Stroke phoenix tail. Press and push. Okay, now I shift back, and as I shift back, my arms come with me. I'm going to go in this big circle. Prepare to do open heart mind gate. So there's different ways to do this, but let's stay consistent with pretty much what the Integral Institute's showing. So your yellow side palm is up, orange side palm is making the bird beak, right? So you got that kind of connection. Sometimes this is called making the T, right? So now we're going to take that step, open the heart mind gate, shift back, pivot, again, come to this position. I'll call it making the T. And there we are, open the heart mind gate. Now we're going to step parallel. Hook hand is going to come to the bottom, and we're going to walk half step, whole step, and then back a half step, and then a whole step. Now I'm going to pivot my yellow side foot because why? Because I'm going into dragon dance. It's squatting, dropping down, coming forward. Shift back, I got to pivot again. Orange side palm makes the hook. I just leave this yellow side foot forward. Squatting down, tracing down, shift the weight forward. Okay. Hold Tai Chi, yellow side palm. I kind of step on the diagonal to place sun and moon in the sky. And this yellow side palm is sending, this orange side palm deflecting. Now we go to the other side. Yellow side deflects, orange side sends, as you see as I get my hips square that way. Shift back, step parallel. Easy part, gathering earth and sky. We stepped out to the yellow side, so we're going to shift to the orange side, step in. And this is how I usually end these forms. I love this gesture, right? So that's what I do. And you might do something different. I know I see a lot of what people are doing in the training and stuff. They're coming into some kind of a standing meditation, which we're going to do a little standing meditation at the end. So this, just options I'll mention quick and I'll mention it again at the end. So this is the most traditional standing posture, right, which has lots of different names. Jamjong is probably the most common one. Standing like a steak, great practice, right? It's really good for building strength and health and all kinds of stuff. But it's associated with the heart-mind, right? You could also do the posture like this, which would be now associated with the upper dantian. You won't see people do it that much, but there are people that do it. And then you could come down like this. I do this one a lot now, particularly as I get older. To me, it's more important to feel, I want to feel the energy down in my body, right? That as we get older, there can be a tendency of the energy floating up, rising up. So this posture like this, we're standing in a way that we're making the intention and gesture to bring the energy to that lower dantian, right? But standing, can't say enough good things about it. It's a great practice. And I really encourage you to share it with your students. But again, find what works for you and then share that and read up on it and find out different stuff, All right, so let's do it again. All right, we're going to go again to going to open to the yellow side. This time through, I'm going to not yammer on about what you should be doing. Just try to flow. You have a visual cue of me doing the form, so that's should be pretty helpful, I hope. Keep it going nice and slow. Don't worry if it's, something doesn't quite connect for you. Just go with it. Let yourself find the form. Okay. So that's a little, you're, soon as you, and this is always good to work with your students this way too. You gotta knock out eventually you have to knock out the supports. And really so when you don't cue verbally, that's harder for your students. But when you don't cue visually, which I don't think I'm not gonna do that tonight, but over the weekend, I think we'll do a little bit of that. When you don't cue visually and you just give verbal cues, that's even harder. But hey, after the training's over, what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna go home and then there's gonna be a question of, do I really have it or do I not? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong because the learning curve, the Tai Chi learning curve is what it is. And bottom line is you'll get it just by working it out yourself. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's been my experience. That's how it is for everybody. Right. Okay. Let's change the challenge a little bit. Now we're going to open to the other side. And I'll talk a little bit as we're doing that. So what we're going to do is now open to the orange side. So here we go, opening up to the orange side. It'll feel a little different, right? Particularly at some of the transitions, it'll feel different. But it's the same form. Harmonize yin and yang. Russian Sen. Good. Brace tiger. As you shift the weight back, turn open. I like to drop my elbows, step back, toe, heel. Cut the path 1. Cut the path 2. Now we're going to step parallel. Now the yellow side palm is on the outside first. So end up going in the opposite direction first. So we're going to the orange side first, ward off. Turn your waist, stroke the phoenix tail. However you do that, yellow hand presses orange wrist, leave the arms, drop the elbows, shift the weight back, come forward. And then shift back, open. Now the orange side palm is embracing the tiger, return to mountain. To the yellow side, ward off, turn that waist past the leg. Stroke phoenix tail, orange presses yellow wrist. Leave the arms, drop the elbows. Come forward. Now we're going to do that big, fancy transition right from push. So just draw the arms back and then let them come in a circle. You know where you're going. You're going to be doing open heart mind gate. So there we are. Now make your step. Open the heart mind gate. Should be going forward at this point. Prepare. Step. Open heart mind gate. Now the hook hand comes underneath. Right now we're going to walk in the opposite direction. Half step, whole step. Turn it around, half step. And then whole step. Now I'm going to pivot my orange side foot, place my yellow side foot forward. It's a squat, not a bend as much as possible. Come forward. Fingers rise up. Use this hook hand to balance and support you as you go into the squat. Dragon dance. Form Tai Chi. Step on the diagonal. Place the sun and moon in the sky. Yellow side palm is on top. Step. Place sun and moon in the sky. Open. Gathering the earth. And gathering sky. So we stepped out with the orange. So now we got to shift to the yellow, step in. and close. All right, good. Let's do, just to do one this way, I'm going to turn around. And now you're following me, so now we can orient to the left and right. And we're going to do that same thing. We're going to keep it on the same side here. So you shift to the right, step with your left out. Right, harmonize yin yang. Just find your Tai Chi. Yeah. Now I like to turn the ball over just as I'm shifting that weight into the front leg. It drops down, I step through. Right, because we want to get this harmony happening. And that's kind of like, again, it's a little bit like you can kind of decide a little bit what that harmony is about. But just on that one alone, now let's go back to do that again. Go back to do that again, because I want to make a point here. Let's open again to the left, stepping out. Harmonize yin and yang. There. Turn the ball over. Ball drops down. Now I'm going to step. And now with your right foot, feel the connection from your right foot to the sending left hand. So that's the timing that you want to, and it's just a suggestion to work on. You want to get that timing now between the left front foot and the sending right hand. That's where the energy is coming through. Brace the tiger, left hand braces the tiger. Path to clarity, 1 and 2. Now your right hand embraces the tiger. Return to the mountain. Right hand is on top. We're going to go to the left side. Ward off. Turn your waist. Stroke the phoenix tail. Right hand presses left wrist. Leave your hands, drop your elbows. And push. Open. Open up. Left hand embraces tiger. Return to the mountain. Left hand is on top of the Tai Chi. We now face the right side. Ward off, turn. Stroke phoenix tail. Press. And push. Okay, big sweeping gesture. Open heart line gate and a second. Stepping up. Walking now to the left. Right foot half step in, full step left foot. Reverse it. Pivot your left foot. And dragon dance. Dragon dance. Form Tai Chi, left hand is on top. Step with your right. Send with the left. Placing sun and moon in the sky. Form Tai Chi, right hand's on top. Send now with the right hand, placing sun and moon in the sky. Step back. And gathering earth and sky. Shift to the right. Roll the left foot in. All right, good. All right, so I think that's enough drilling here for that. We'll take like the rest of the class. What I'm going to go through now is we're going to just kind of get into the flow of things a little bit more by staying. Let's do one where we do like 5 in each position or each station of the form. Right? So that'll mean 5 harmonized yin and yang on one side, and 5 harmonized yin and yang on the other side, and all the way through the form. Right? And as you're doing that, let's just Well, I'll call out some different things that we can bring attention to, all right? So let's start that. Let's start our feet together. Take a moment, take a deep breath. Enjoy, right? Just enjoy, just play. We're just playing with our Tai Chi right now. Just having fun. So let's open. And we're going to repeat. So just shift the weight back, form your Tai Chi. We're just like doing it in place. Just think about or just relax as you're doing this. Soften, soften and relax. Let everything relax. Including your breathing. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. So shift back, pivot. Do it on the other side now. And as we're softening and relaxing, just imagine that you're just all the kinks, the tight spots, all the things that are stuck are getting all worked out. And that the flow is going through. Right? That's why we do this practice, right? We want to be able to flow. Okay, shift back, pivot, turn your ball over, brush me senshi. Let's check in now with our Tai Chi pole on this one. So head top is up, tailbone is down, keeping that nice alignment. Let's play with that whole idea of being aligned as we do the form. Okay, we're going to go to the other side now. Shift back, pivot, find your ball, drop the ball, stepping however you step, brush and send. Finding your Tai Chi pole. Tailbone down, head top up. Okay, let's embrace the tiger. The yellow side palm embraces the tiger. And when we're doing cutting a path to clarity, there is a way to do this multiple times, but let's not do that tonight. Let's embrace the tiger, yellow side palm on the outside. Now we're going to do 3 stroke the phoenix tail. So our arm side palms on top, going towards the yellow side, ward off, roll back or stroke phoenix tail, press and push. And what we're going to do is come back to holding that Tai Chi with the arm side palm on top and just start it again. And back to the Tai Chi. And again, let's relax and soften. This is 3. So we'll do 2 more. Good to get practice. I mean, a lot of times I'll just do this sequence, which is a really beautiful Tai Chi sequence, traditional Tai Chi sequence. Just do it as a practice alone, as my practice for the day, because it's just such a great form. Okay, and last one. Coming back, holding the Tai Chi, and then stepping into ward off. Turn your waist. Stroke that tail. Feel the expansion of the press. Relax as you shift the weight back. Okay, now we're going to do 5 on the other side. The outside palm is on the outside. And again, as you're doing this, soften and relax. Let all your tensions just drop. Any place you feel like there's any tension going on, just let it drop. Come back, the outside palm is on the top. Really relax. Feeling the opening and closing in this form, right here. We close, we open, close again, open, close in preparation to push, and open. That's Tai Chi, right? Moving those two opposites, open and close. And push. I think we got one more. The outside palms on the top. And push. Okay, now we're going to do that big thing. So draw back. Your arm's got to come with you because you shifted your weight back. Just circle yourself around, preparing to open heart mind gate. Open heart mind gate. Pivot because we're stepping forward. Open. Oh no. Let's go back. So now we got to do 5. I'm sorry. 1. Close. Open. 2. And 3. We're doing it in place. So just feeling, I know it's going to feel a little odd because you don't know, we haven't normally been doing it, but just play with it. Play with it. See how your body can feel and flow. 5. Okay. Shift back, pivot. Open heart mind gate on the other side. 1 and 2. Close, prepare, open. Notice how the extension comes through both arms. So we're sending forward and extending out to the side. 4, and one last one. 5. Okay, now we're going to step up. Let's just do cloud hands the way we were doing it. So short step in, long step, short step in, and long step. Pivot your yellow side foot. So now we're going to do, let's do 3. So shift back, hook hand, 3 dragon dance, because it's a hard one. Shift your weight forward. And I'm facing forward. You could be facing out to the side a little bit. Some of my colleagues do it that way. That's okay too. Pivot the front foot. Hook hands on the arm side. Step forward. This hand just naturally, the outside hand naturally travels down. Shift the weight forward. Fingers up. Shift back. It's a squat. Use this for balance. 2. And last one. 3. Okay. Shift back, fine, Tai Chi, yellow side palm is on top. We're going to step. Placing sun, moon in the sky. So just shift the weight back, come back and find your Tai Chi again. Your whole hand's gonna always be on the top on this side. To really soften, relax. Feel the weight separation, shifting forward, shifting back. Weight shifts back. And then shifts forward as you place the sun and moon in the sky. Let's do one more. Okay, now we'll do on the other side, same thing. Let's focus on that separating yin and yang. So weight is forward, weight is back. Shifting forward, shift all your weight back. Front is empty. And let's do one more. Find that Tai Chi. Weight is completely in the back, and then shift forward, turn the waist, and place the sun and moon in the sky. Step to parallel. We'll do one, gathering earth and sky. And let's do now, as the palms kind of do a very brief standing, I'm going to stand like this, right, in that lower dantian. You can do the middle or the upper or this one. And just go through scanning the body, feeling your strength rooted to earth and to sky. Feeling your place that you belong. We all belong. It's one of the great feelings. We belong in life in this moment, connected to the earth, connected to the heavens, connected together as we practice together. And let's let our palms go to the sun. And that's great. So thank you for joining. I'm going to stop the recording